Well, hello, Facebook people. I'm Roger Cox. I'm with RogerCox.net, and my Facebook page is facebook.com with Health and Freedom with Roger Cox, and I'm glad to have you here. But I got to warn you, though. Got to warn you about this Facebook Live. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth, when I do these lives, because you're on the spot and you just, your mind is racing. What am I going to say? What am I going to talk about? And am I going to even be coherent? And so I have no idea what's going to come out of my mouth, and I'm not prepared very well. So that's the caveat with watching my Facebook Lives. You got to be careful. I just getting ready to go to the gym. It's my schedule for today. I'm going to the gym, and then when I get done, I'm going to go out to the natural area, since it is the first day of spring here in my part of the country. And so I like to do that. Then I'll go get something to eat. But I thought before I left the house, I would just do this quick video. It's a little different because I'm sitting in my driveway in my car, and my neighbor saw me come out, and he saw me get into my car. That was probably 5 minutes ago. I'm still here, and I'm obviously talking. He's probably wondering, what in the heck is that guy doing? That's the weirdest neighbor I've ever had. So when you do these Facebook Lives, you just kind of go with the flow. You go with what's happening. But anyway, one of my friends, Stacy, she's really great at these Facebook Lives, and she gave me some advice, not personally, but she did a Facebook Live, and she was giving some tips. And this one tip I picked up on is, I got to remember that one. This is something that I need to do. And this is the tip that she gave. And she said, when you're doing a Facebook Live, particularly for us network marketers, we're trying to stand out from everybody else because everybody's doing the same thing and looks the same. And, how do we stand out amongst all these people? And so what do we do? And she said, first of all, be yourself. Just be yourself and don't try to copy everybody else. But then she also said, and this is the point that I got, she says, don't act like you're embalmed, or don't look like you're embalmed. And I had to think about that a little bit, because, sometimes I get a little serious, and I'm acting a little embalmed. So Stacy Hall, if you're watching this, thanks to you, I'm going to try not to be embalmed anymore. Which reminds me, I'm at that age now where quite often I get these advertisements in the mail, and they say something like, well, they're advertising burial plots, all right? So I'm at that age where I'm getting advertisements for burial plots. And I'm thinking to myself, burial plots, man, that's the last thing in the world I'll ever need. So embalming and burial plots, we're good. I don't need that right now. So I'm going to try not to be embalmed, all right? So my topic today, I actually stole this from another one of my friends in the industry, by the name of Rosie. She came out she wrote a little article, and it's called 50 Reasons Not to Quit in Network Marketing. And I picked just 3 of them, because the 3 of them were kind of the same, but I thought I would just I don't know where to put this where it's out of the way so I can still see it. I guess I'll put it right there. So 3 of the things that she was talking about are pretty much the same. And, hey, Joe, glad to see you on there. When you're in my age, that's not hilarious, right? It's a serious business here, all right? So she says, one of the reasons for not quitting network marketing is it's the encouragement to be the best you can be the best you can be within and beyond your business is worth sticking around for. Now, where else in network marketing are you going to be encouraged to be your best? Where are you going to get that's all right, Joe. It's all right. So now you made me lose my train of thought. But like I said, these live things, you never know what's going to happen. I wouldn't be surprised if my neighbor comes over and knocks on the window and asks you, well, what are you doing? Are you all right in there? Are you trying to, you get carbon monoxide coming in there or something? Are you trying to do something bad? But anyway, back to the point. The encouragement to be the best you can be within and beyond your business is worth sticking around for. Now, in network marketing, I don't know where else besides network marketing or similar places like that, you're going to be encouraged to be your best, right? When you go to your cubicle, if you go to a cubicle, do they encourage you to improve yourself, to develop yourself, and to become all that you can be? I never was encouraged. But all the years I've been in network marketing, that's one of the key things that they stress is personal development. You got to work on yourself. You got to improve, and you're really encouraged to do that. The other point that she had that goes right along with it is where else will you get such encouragement to achieve your dreams? Has anybody outside of network marketing even asked you what your dreams are? Have you ever thought about what your dreams are? Are you encouraged to even think about dreams and let alone to go after them? Where else but in this industry are you encouraged to dream and to be the best that you can be? And then the third one is the people you will meet will inspire you to live a larger, more exciting, and fun-filled life. And I've been to some conventions and they're fun. You know, when you get around these people, the people are upbeat, they're uplifting, they're just encouraging you to be the best that you can be. And where else are you going to find that? We're encouraged to develop ourselves. We're encouraged, just for example, I'm going to step on some toes here. I hope not too hard. But this particular time of the year, especially here in the United States, if you're watching from the United States, is something that's called March Madness. All right. Now you think, March Madness, what's that all about? Why would March Madness be something that I'd want to be a part of? It's like some sort of a mental illness or something, that comes around in March. But it's called March Madness, and if you don't know, it's when all the top basketball teams in college, it's kind of like a playoff, and they decide who's the best, based on this tournament. And it's like a marathon. It starts out with 64 teams, and they whittle it down to one, and it's crazy. People spend time at work watching this. They spend time, during the day, at night, watching all these games. And when it comes right down to it, you're watching someone else fulfill their dreams, and taking away from some of the time that that you can fulfill yours. As network marketers, we're encouraged to do some personal development, to take some of that time. I'm not saying cut out March Madness completely, or cut out television or baseball. I'm not saying cut it out completely. Just spend some time on yourself instead of spending some time helping other people become successful, right? Because the pro basketball player, the pro football player, they're making a lot of money, and you're helping to pay for that, for their wage, by you just watching television or buying tickets or whatever. You're helping to build their dreams. So what I'm saying is take some of that time and build your own dreams. Do something for you. Now, a lot of my videos, are done in this car. It's kind of my mobile recording studio, my MRS, but it's also my learning university. I come in, I don't hardly listen to the radio anymore because I'm at that age, if you can relate to that, where there's nothing on the radio. The music on the radio is just terrible. I can't find anything on the radio that's what I want to listen to. So I hardly ever listen to the radio anymore. So what I do, well, I'm not going to pull it out, but in my pocket, I've got my iPod. And I've got like 3 days worth of songs on there that I've gleaned off of YouTube, well, not YouTube, but my mind just went blank, but, iTunes. So I've got it off of iTunes, about 3 days worth. And it's music that I grew up with, music that I like, and music that I listen to. So if I'm in the car and I'm listening to something, if I'm not listening to podcasts and improving my mind, which I'm doing most of the time, I'm listening off my iPod to listen to this music. So your car can be a university. You're going to be driving anyway, right? You're going to Dairy Queen. That's where I go in my car. You're going to Dairy Queen, or you're going to work, or whatever. It's and say it's 15 minutes one way, which is pretty good for a commute, really. If you only got 15 minutes for a commute, you're in good shape. You're better off than most people. But you have 15 minutes right there, and then 15 minutes coming home, a half hour a day that you can listen to podcasts, listen to CDs, whatever you need to do to develop your mind. And that's what I do. I spend a lot of time in my car. I listen to podcasts, or if I want to take a break from improving my mind because my mind is getting too big, If I want to take a break from that, I plug into my iPod and I listen to Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, that kind of stuff, or just some nice, pleasant guitar music. So that's about pretty much. I think that's about all I wanted to talk to you about today. But like I said, Rosie had like 50 reasons why not to quit network marketing, and I only covered 3 of them. And so maybe in time, I'll go through some of these others with you. But in the meantime, go to my Facebook page. It's facebook.com with the / Health and Freedom with Roger Cox. I'm also working on my blog now. You can go to that. It's just plain old www.rogercox.net. Pretty simple, as long as you get the net in there, not the com. Like I've mentioned before, if you go to rogercox.com, I have no idea who you're going to get to. In fact, I think the last time I checked, I think that particular address, rogercox.com, was parked. I mean, somebody owns it, not me. Somebody owns it, but they're not doing anything with it. But rogercox.net, that's where you want to go. Net stands for networking. All right, rogercox.net. You'll probably find some goofy stuff on there because I'm a pretty goofy guy. But I encourage you to go to that. Have a great day. If you're in the United States, enjoy the first day of spring. We have no snow here. Well, that tree's always green. It's a pine tree. But all the trees are starting to bud out or to leaf out, which may or may not be a good thing. It's a little early yet for trees to be leafing out around here, especially if we get a late snow and just kind of causes damage. So get out there. Turn the television off. Get away from March Madness for a little bit. Turn the television off. Go out outside. Take advantage of the first day of spring. Turn your podcasts on and listen. Improve your mind. It's what we do in this business. Hope you enjoyed it. If you do, give me some likes. Give me some shares. I'm kind of an old guy. I like love. I shrivel up when I'm not getting any love. Give me some love. All right. You take care, Joe. Thanks for hanging around. I know it was quite an ordeal for you. I really admire people who stick around and listen to my podcast or to my Facebook Lives, because I know there's probably better things that they have to do. But thanks anyway, Joe. We'll be talking to y'all later. We'll talk again. Bye.